Since the 19th century, nations like Russia, Canada, and the United States have fixed their gaze on this remote corner. Why? Because the Arctic is more than just ice. It's power, it's wealth, it's the future. And now, with the ice melting at an unprecedented pace, tensions rise like an approaching storm, dark and inevitable. Welcome to a Cold War on the roof of the planet. A conflict not of bombs, but of borders, resources, and dreams. It all started with boots crunching through snow and breath freezing in the frigid air. In the 19th century, the Arctic was a vast, uncharted mystery begging to be conquered. Explorers like Norway's Fridtjof Nansen, who drifted across the ice on the Fram, and America's Robert Peary, who claimed to reach the North Pole, risked madness and death to chart its boundaries. They sought the Northwest Passage and other maritime routes to shrink the world, slashing travel times between continents. But these weren't mere adventurers. They were the first pawns in a grand geopolitical game. Their expeditions, often bankrolled by ambitious governments, aimed to plant flags and secure claims. Whoever got there first would claim glory. And something more, the right to exploit untapped lands and seas. Fast forward to the 20th century. The Cold War turned the Arctic into a silent, frozen battlefield. The United States and the Soviet Union saw it as both a shield and a sword. Its proximity to the North Pole made it a vital strategic point. Missiles launched from here could strike either superpower in minutes. Submarines prowled beneath the ice, their sonar pinging through the dark, while radar stations like the DW Line, a chain of outposts stretching from Alaska to Greenland, scanned the skies for any hint of aggression. The Arctic was no longer just a frontier. It was a prize in a global standoff, a theater where silence masked the hum of military machines. But the true allure of the Arctic lies not on its surface, but beneath it. Picture this: 13% of the world's undiscovered oil reserves and 30% of its natural gas lie locked beneath the seabed, according to the United States Geological Survey. That's billions of barrels of oil and trillions of cubic feet of gas. An energy jackpot that could fuel economies. For decades, it's a treasure that Russia, Canada, Norway, Denmark, and the United States are desperate to claim. Every drill piercing the ice is a gamble for energy dominance, a high-stakes bet in a world ravenous for power. Extraction is no small feat. Companies battle sub-zero temperatures, shifting ice, and political scrutiny to tap this frozen fortune. Then there are the roots. Climate change is melting the ice at a staggering rate, opening sea lanes that were once the stuff of explorers' dreams. The Northwest Passage, weaving through Canada's icy archipelago, and the Northern Sea Route, hugging Russia's Arctic coast, promised to connect Asia, Europe, and America in less time, shaving thousands of miles off routes like the Suez or Panama canals. For Russia, with its 24,000 kilometers of Arctic shoreline, it's a golden highway, a chance to control a new artery of global trade. Yet these paths come with peril. Treacherous waters, unpredictable weather, and the risk of oil spills in an ecosystem already on the brink. The Arctic doesn't just hold wealth, it moves it, reshaping the world's economic map. Today, the Arctic is a chessboard ablaze. The ice is melting faster than ever. Some scientists predict an ice-free summer by mid-century, unveiling new opportunities and new conflicts. Russia has staked its military flag in the region, reopening Soviet-era bases and deploying troops, while Canada and Denmark redraw their maps, sighting underwater ridges to claim more territory. It's a dance of power beneath the northern lights, where every move is calculated and every gesture symbolic. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea tries to impose order, granting nations rights to their continental shelves. But the rules are murky, and the science of seabed mapping is contested. Each nation plays the game its own way. Russia asserts dominance, Norway drills quietly, Canada builds icebreakers, and as the ice recedes, the stakes climb higher. Yet there's a flicker of hope. The Arctic Council fosters dialogue among nations and indigenous peoples, pushing for sustainable solutions It's a fragile truce in a region teetering between rivalry and cooperation. But pause for a moment. The Arctic isn't just a battlefield or a vault of riches. It's a sanctuary of wonders. The aurora dances like a cosmic whisper, painting the sky in shimmering greens and purples. The ice cradles polar bears, seals, and narwhals, creatures of myth and resilience. Indigenous communities like the Inuit and Sami have thrived here for millennia, their cultures woven into the frozen landscape. Yet this world is fracturing. Climate change is melting the ice, warming the seas, and upending ecosystems. Polar bears starve as their hunting grounds vanish. Ancient ice shelves collapse into the sea. With every crack, something irreplaceable is lost. A warning from a region that's both victim and mirror of our planet's fate. Like a crumbling giant, the Arctic speaks to us. It offers its treasures, oil, gas, shortcuts, but warns us, everything comes at a cost. The more we take, the more we risk losing. In 2007, Russia made its move. A submarine plunged to the Arctic, seabed 4,000 meters down, and planted a titanium flag, a gesture that thundered across the globe. It was a bold claim to the North Pole's riches, sparking protests from rivals and igniting the race. Then there's Hans Island, a barren speck between Canada and Denmark, an almost comical dispute, marked by rival flags and offerings of whiskey and schnapps. It's a quirky footnote in a serious saga. But even this tiny rock tells us something. In the Arctic, every inch matters, every claim a stepping stone in the struggle for control. What will become of the Arctic? A place where nations unite to save and share it, forging a pact to protect its fragile beauty. Or a war zone where the ice runs red with greed and conflict? Climate change waits for no one. Its accelerating melt forces our hand. Today's choices about drilling, shipping, conservation will shape tomorrow. Scientists warn of tipping points. Diplomats scramble for leverage. In this frozen desert, more than oil and roots are at stake. Our humanity hangs in the balance, a test of whether we'll plunder or preserve. The Arctic watches, waiting, its silence a plea and a challenge. What will we do with its legacy? Will history laud us as guardians or curse us as conquerors? Thank you for this journey to the world's edge. The Arctic remains contested, its fate unwritten. Its destiny belongs to us all, every nation, every soul touched by its icy breath.